2026 Teacher of the Year Banquet. We will begin our evening with the Pledge of Allegiance led by School Board Member Parker Destin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand with me as we honor our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we have a few words from our OCEA President, Angelique Cox.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2026 Okaloosa County Teacher of the Year Banquet. I wanted to start just with a thank you to my banquet committee who's been here working with me, and I also would like to thank some of our district staff members that work very hard to make sure that this banquet goes off without a hitch. Hillary Demers, Paul McNeely, Amanda Donaldson, Amber Floyd, Lindsay Maxey, and Donna Ward. So if you see any of them around, please say thank you to them because they really work with us to make sure that all of this is wonderful for all of you. I would like to start off by thanking our school board and superintendent as well for their dedication to this event. We are really blessed that they value the importance of recognizing our amazing Teachers of the Year with this special night. Each year, this room is not only filled with those being recognized, but oftentimes there are many past recipients of the Teacher of the Year Award here as well. And we would like to take a moment to recognize those educators. If you have ever been acknowledged or have received a nomination as your school's Teacher of the Year, would you please stand? What a crowd. So many amazing educators in this room. Thank you. To all of our current school nominees, being selected as your school's Teacher of the Year by your peers is a tremendous honor. Your peers see you through the highs and lows of your days. They see the hours that you spend ensuring every lesson is designed to fit the needs of the individual students in a class. They see your self-doubt when you feel like you aren't doing enough. They see your tears when your heart breaks for students who are dealing with unimaginable difficulties. They also see your passion for students, their education, and their future success. They see you making connections with students, families, and they see your rapport with all of the members of the school community, the very heart and soul of what makes a remarkable educator. Every educator in this room, whether you are a teacher, a counselor, a support staff member, a school-based administrator, or a district staff member, each of you knows firsthand that public education, as many of us know it, has changed. Over the years, we've seen how changes in society have impacted our profession. Changes in the way students learn and an ever-increasing reliance on technology, unique family structures, and of course legislation have caused frustration and challenges within our professional community. But educators are nothing if not flexible. We continue to tackle the obstacles in our profession to accomplish our primary objective, educating our students. For those of you here who are not in the business of education, I would like to recognize you. If you're a spouse, a family member, a friend, or a sponsor, I thank you. You are some of the rare individuals outside of our profession who have an up-close and personal look at what educators go through and live each day, and your continuous support is appreciated more than you'll know. From where I stand, I see hundreds of you willing to come out and celebrate educators who continue to embody the very best attributes of our profession. They maintain a profound commitment to positively impacting the life of every child they encounter. I see that in spite of the changes to the landscape of public education, there are those who never cease to do what is right for our students, our schools, and our community. So again, I would like to thank you. Thank you for continuing to inspire those around you and devoting yourself to children, for they are our future and our most precious gift. Now, I am honored to join in this celebration and recognizing our Teacher of the Year nominees, and I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, the Honorable Mr. Marcus Chambers.
So good evening. So it's interesting, if you look around this room right now, and if you looked to your right and to your left, you see about 600 folks in here. and 600 individuals here to celebrate public education. And this is our Grammys, this is our Oscars. And what makes me happy as I look out, and you heard a little bit of what Mrs. Cox was saying, you know, public education has changed. It's different nowadays. And there's never been a more important time, in my opinion, in the history of education than to have teachers, support professionals, administrators doing the work that you do because it's impactful. And tonight we're here to celebrate our Teachers of the Year. And you're here, all 38 of you, and those who also stood before, who represented your schools before, because of your dedication, because of your passion, and what you do for students each and every day. But it even goes beyond that. I believe that you're here because there's a true dedication to the profession. And I'm going to have a few more words, but I just want to stop before I go too far and say I want to recognize a few folks that are here today. And these individuals that I'm about to name are school board members, and I can just tell you from personal conversations, individuals who absolutely care not only about this school district, not only about our students, but the employees who work here every single day. First of all, I'd like to recognize our school board chairman, Dr. Lamar White, if you'd stand. Our school board vice chair, Ms. Linda Ivanchek. School board member, Mr. Tim Bryant. School board member, Mr. Brett Heinley. And school board member, Mr. Parker Destin. And tonight would not be possible without the support of this community, and that's one of the things that we're blessed to have here in Okaloosa County. And we have folks who sponsor this event every single year, and now I don't even have to go ask. They tell me, hey, when is the event gonna be? And I wanna recognize a few of these folks. We have with us Step One Automotive, Florida Power and Light, Eglin Federal Credit Union, Bit Wizards and Talking Parents, Okaloosa Gas, and Jacobs Titan. I'd also like to thank the Public Schools Foundation, the Okaloosa County Education Association, the Teacher of the Year Selection and Banquet Committee, and NTA Life, if you'd give them a round of applause. And those of you who are interested, if you turn your flyer over, there's also others who have supported this event. But I just want to say, as I wrap up here in a moment, if you think about what teachers do, and sometimes I always like to say it, I've said it to you before, you know, think about that one word that describes teachers. And if you think back when you were a student and you think about the teachers before you, or those of you who are not in education right now and you're thinking about your teachers, you think about that one word. And whether that word is a life changer, a dream maker, whether it's a coach, a counselor, whether it's somebody who's made a difference, that's how you guys are thought of. And I often say, when you think of teachers, we don't give ourselves enough credit. You leave on a hard day and you don't necessarily give yourself enough credit. And there are students right now that are in a place, whether they graduated already, whether they're in school right now, they're making strides because of the impact that you make in their lives. Every year when I come here, I love to mention my teacher, Miss Cotto. She wasn't necessarily the best, but what she did for me and bringing confidence in me and making me feel good as a student was second to none. Frau Yant, she was the hardest teacher I ever had. Mr. Tibbetts, I was deathly afraid of him. And they were amazing. And that's how students think about you all. They remember you. They remember you. And the last thing I just want to say, which I do every year for this event, is I ask some students and say, hey, describe your teacher. And to me, this is precious, and if it's not precious to you, just fake like it is. And one student said, she's my mother. He makes all the difference. They're a hero, my safe place, smartest person I know. He's like family. She's my rock. Taught me this year, they said, taught me to love science. This one came back this year. I love her shoes. And then you always get a kindergarten student inevitably that says, I love my teacher. And the thing that I would challenge you, whether you're a teacher in here, a support professional in here, an administrator in here, is I challenge you, don't lose sight of the impact that you make. If you do, we're selling ourselves short. You're a difference maker, and just appreciate each of you. So thank you.
And now we will begin our recognition of the Teacher of the Year nominees. Antioch Elementary School, Faith Fogarty. Faith graduated from the University of West Florida with a Bachelor of Art in Psychology and a Bachelor of Art in Humanities. She then earned a Master's in Psychology from Florida Atlantic University. Faith began her career as a mental health counselor before transitioning to education. She's been teaching elementary students with varying disabilities for the past 12 years. She believes that relationships are the key to helping students grow, both individually and academically. Faith is proud to represent Antioch as Teacher of the Year and is thankful to her family and colleagues for their support. Faith Fogarty, Antioch Elementary School. Baker School, Damika McClendon. Damika McClendon is a proud product of Okaloosa County Schools. She earned her bachelor's degree in criminal justice at the University of West Florida. At Baker School, Damika teaches CTE, criminal justice operations, and 911 public safety telecommunications. Her creative approach to teaching promotes fun, growth, and a classroom community. Mentorship and building student confidence are also important to her. She's committed to student success beyond the classroom. She humbly thanks her family, the CTE program, and Baker educators for helping her achieve this honor. As always, go Gators. Damika McClendon, Baker School. Blue Water Elementary, Taryn Peterson. Taryn's journey as a career changer started in 2020 when her family received orders to Okaloosa County. Her priority as a third grade teacher is to empower and encourage all her students. She's grateful to serve as the Hope Squad advisor, Lego League coach, a member on the social committee, and an avid PTO volunteer. Taryn is blessed to have the unwavering support of her husband Peter and of her children Ollie and Isaac. She's inspired daily by the dedicated staff at Blue Water and is humbled by this recognition. Taryn Peterson, Blue Water Elementary. Bob Sykes Elementary, Elizabeth Irby. Elizabeth was born and raised in Crestview, Florida, and earned her degree in elementary ed from FSU. She's in her 18th year and currently teaches 4th grade math and science. She's passionate about helping her students reach their goals inside and outside the classroom. Her emphasis on attitude, effort, and work habits are foundational to her students' long-term success. She thanks her husband Clint and their daughters Olivia and Emma. Their love and support are instrumental to her accomplishments as an educator. She would also like to thank her BSE family. She's honored to represent them. Elizabeth Irby, Bob Sykes Elementary. Bruner Middle School, Jeanette Sanderson. Jeanette was raised in the military and graduated from the Hardin County school system in Ohio. She married and had 3 children, Nicholas, Misako, and Michael. In 1996, she moved to Navarre, Florida, and attended the University of West Florida, earning 3 degrees in education. She was hired in 2002 as an ESE teacher at Bruner Middle School. For the past 22 years, she's taught ESE science and math, co-taught science, ELA, math, and social studies. Currently, she's a push-in for ELA and CBS. She's coached cross-country, girls soccer, and tennis for the past 12 years, serves as gradebook manager and grade-level chair. Jeanette Sanderson, Bruner Middle School. Choctawhatchee High School, Donna Moorer. Donna hails from Pensacola, Florida, graduating from Booker T. Washington High School in 1978 and from Pensacola State College in 1980 with an Associates of Science degree. Donna enlisted in the U.S. Air Force in 1980 and was active duty for 12 years. She was stationed in Korea, Cocoa Beach, Florida, Great Falls, Montana, Wichita Falls, Texas, and England. Donna earned a BS degree in sociology from the College of Great Falls and a Master of Arts degree in teaching from Grand Canyon University. Donna has been at Choctaw High School in the ESE department since 1993. Her pride and joy is her daughter, Diara, who's also an educator. Donna Moorer, Choctawhatchee High School. Davidson Middle School, Miss Tony Tony. Miss Tony is a graduate of Mississippi State University. She holds a master's degree in human resource management and a specialist degree in educational technology. Mrs. Tony entered into the education field in 2006 and joined the CTE department at Crestview High, where she taught Web Design 1 and 2 and Digital Information Technology. In 2009, she moved to Davidson Middle School. She's been there for the past 15 years, teaching web design, coding fundamentals, and research classes. She's been married to Jeffrey Tony Sr. for 28 years, and they have 3 children and 1 granddaughter. Mrs. Tony Tony, Davidson Middle School. Destin Elementary, Rebecca Reed. Rebecca Reed was a military child and eventually settled in Florida. She went to Ruckle Middle School and Niceville High School. She graduated from the University of North Florida in Jacksonville, Florida. She and her husband have 1 son, Bentley, who's 14 and attends DMS. She started her teaching career in a first grade classroom in Jacksonville, Florida. She taught first grade at Kenwood. For the last 10 years, she's been at Destin Elementary as a kindergarten and first grade teacher. This is her 20th year teaching. Her whole life, she's wanted to be a teacher, and she never saw herself doing anything else. She loves her students. Rebecca Reed, Destin Elementary. Destin Middle School, Haley Kirby. Haley Kirby is a dedicated educator with nearly 2 decades of experience inspiring students and colleagues. Married for 25 years to her husband Jacob, she is a devoted mother to 3 children, Hayden and his fiancée Zoe, Micah, and Chandler. As a proud G-mommy to her granddaughter OJ, Haley cherishes family time. Her faith guides her interactions as she strives to embody the love of Christ in all she does and grow as a servant leader. Outside of teaching, Haley enjoys reading, beach outings, hosting family gatherings, and playing fetch with her rescue dog Lilo. And as always, go Marlins. Haley Kirby, Destin Middle School. Edge Elementary School, Becky Holtery. Mrs. Holtery is a recent empty nester with her supportive husband of 25 years, Andy. She began her involvement at Edge as a substitute teacher because her children attended. She fell in love with the family-like culture, and before she knew it, 10 years flew by of teaching kindergarten, first grade, and now 4th grade math and science. She has a bachelor's in both marine biology and ecology, as well as a master's in education. She looks forward to the precious memories to be made with her school family and her own family. Her priority is creating the perfect balance between both. Becky Holtery, Edge Elementary School. Edwins Elementary, Bryant Capehart. Mr. Capehart's journey began in North Carolina, but he made Florida his home as a teenager. A 2006 graduate of Choctawhatchee High School, he earned his bachelor's degree from Florida A&M University and the University of West Florida. He began his career in Okaloosa County Schools in 2016 at Silver Sands, working as a paraprofessional before discovering his passion for special education. Now a kindergarten CBS teacher at Edwins Elementary, Mr. Capehart also tutors, co-sponsors the Minority Council, and assists with archery. He's dedicated to providing a supportive, inclusive environment for all students. Bryant Capehart, Edwins Elementary. Eglin Elementary School, Destiny Ford. Destiny Ford is in her 6th year of teaching and is honored to represent Eglin, where she's been teaching for 3 years. She's taught kindergarten for 1 year and students with exceptional needs for 5 years. She earned a bachelor's degree in elementary education and exceptional student education from the University of West Florida. A recent graduate from WGU, she also earned a master's degree in curriculum and instruction. She credits her parents for instilling a passion of learning and is grateful for her son Zamari and husband Zach for supporting her. Destiny Ford, Eglin Elementary School. Elliott Point Elementary School, Mrs. Shakita P. Oswald. Shakita is a proud product of the Okaloosa County School District. Soon after graduation, she met the love of her life while working a summer job before heading off to New York for college. They soon married and began a family. Shakita and her husband Matthew have 6 children who are their greatest gifts. In the thick of life, she completed her education degree at Northwest Florida State College. She has happily been teaching 1st grade at Elliott Point for 14 of her 15 years in this profession. Mrs. Shakita P. Oswald, Elliott Point Elementary School. Florosa Elementary School, Montreal Parker. Mrs. Parker's classroom environment promotes fun, growth, and a sense of family, engaging students in critical thinking and creating lifelong learners. She's been teaching for 7 years and currently teaches 4th grade math and science. She's served as department chair, SAC member, and cooperating teacher mentor for future educators. She honorably served 24 years in the U.S. Air Force, then earned her elementary education degree from Northwest Florida State University. Mrs. Parker enjoys spending time with her family and giving back to the community through her church and sorority. Montreal Parker, Florosa Elementary School. Kenwood Elementary, Laura Timms. Laura Timms is in her 19th year of teaching. During her teaching career, she's enjoyed the privilege of working with elementary and middle school students. She is currently the title math teacher at Kenwood Elementary. She is dedicated to instilling confidence in her students by turning challenges into skills, questions into insights, and by building relationships through value and acceptance. Laura has 3 children that graduated from Okaloosa County Schools, and she also has 5 grandchildren. Laura and her husband enjoy taking walks, watching sunsets, and time with family and friends. Laura Timms, Kenwood Elementary. Laurel Hill School, Wanda Cooper. Wanda has been the CTE IT teacher at Laurel Hill School for 18 years. She attended Troy on a basketball scholarship and graduated with a bachelor in business administration and finance. She completed the Educator Preparation Institute program before a career change to teaching. She has helped students obtain industry certifications, Florida Ready to Work credentials, a SHU Educational Foundation Teaching Excellence Award, has coached basketball and co-sponsored the Multicultural Club. Wanda is married to Mitch, and they have 2 sons, Bryson and Mason, and 2 beautiful granddaughters. Wanda Cooper, Laurel Hill School. Addie R. Lewis School, Morgan Stokes. Morgan Stokes grew up the youngest of 7 children in Florella, Alabama. She earned her bachelor's degree with summa cum laude distinction in English language arts education from Troy University in the fall of 2019. Stokes began her teaching career and joined the Falcon family in the fall of 2020. She's in her 5th year of sharing her love of literature with 8th graders, her 3rd year as the middle school ELA department chair, a member of the Equitable Duty Committee, Lewis Literacy Leadership Team, mentor teacher, sponsor of the Lewis Fly Scholars, and coach for Lewis Cross Country. Morgan Stokes, Lewis School. Longwood Elementary School, Taylor Munley. A child of the Air Force and product of Okaloosa County Schools, Taylor focused the first 8 years of her career on behavior and academics at a local autism center before being welcomed to Longwood Elementary for the last 4.5 years. With a master's in ESE and her previous experience, Taylor strives to create a welcoming and engaging environment for children of all backgrounds and has taken on several leadership roles at Longwood, including mentoring and being a Hope Squad advisor. It is her hope that students will leave her class inspired and empowered to be the best humans they can be. Taylor Munley, Longwood Elementary School. Mary Esther Elementary, Allison Alley. Allison Alley is a proud product of Okaloosa County Schools, where she graduated from Choctawhatchee High School in 2009. She graduated from NWFSC in 2018 and is currently working towards a bachelor's degree in creative writing at Liberty University. She's been teaching 4th and 5th grade at Mary Esther Elementary and coaching the academic team for the last 6 years. She's married to the love of her life, Luke, and they share 2 beautiful daughters together, Lila and Audrey. She's honored to work alongside her dream team every day while building relationships with all of her students. Allison Alley, Mary Esther Elementary. Meg's Middle School, Kristen Hansen. Kristen Hansen was born in Ohio, where she knew she was going to follow in her grandfather's footsteps and be an educator. Her first 8 years were in Ohio, where she founded a theater program, was the volleyball coach, and part of the building leadership team. Kristen moved to Florida and took a position at Bruner Middle School before moving to Meg's. Since there, she's been the mathematics department head and chair of the PBIS team. Kristen is honored to receive this recognition and will continue to strive to be a positive role model for her students, teachers, and staff. Kristen Hansen, Meg's Middle School. Niceville High School, Samantha Bullhalter. Samantha Bullhalter is a product of Okaloosa County School District, graduating from Niceville High School in 2006. She graduated from Florida State University in 2010 with a bachelor's degree in social science education, and from UWF in 2013 with a master's degree in educational leadership. She's been teaching for 9 years and currently is in her 4th year at Niceville, teaching ACE European History and AP Macroeconomics. She feels extremely grateful and honored to represent Niceville as their Teacher of the Year and would like to thank her family, friends, and administrators for their unwavering support. Samantha Bullhalter, Niceville High School. Northwest Florida Ballet Academy, Melody Pittman. Melody is a product of the OCSD who has a passion for lifelong learning. This led her to earn 5 college degrees, majoring in dance and education. It was her dream to teach at Northwest Florida Ballet Academy. Therefore, Melody says she's living the dream. Melody is honored to be Northwest Florida Ballet Academy's Teacher of the Year and represent the top-ranked school in the district. She would like to thank her family and friends for all of their love and support throughout her 20 years of teaching in the Okaloosa County School District. When Melody's not working her magic of teaching young minds, you can literally find her dancing, spinning fire, or performing magic of her very own. Melody Pittman, Northwest Florida Ballet Academy. Northwood Elementary School, Joe Ballreich. Joe Ballreich became a Northwood Cougar in 2015 as a PE assistant. He quickly moved into a Title I reading assistant position and soon realized his dream as a 2nd grade teacher. Despite a background in graphic design, he's always felt drawn to teaching, and now, 7 years later, he's a passionate 4th grade teacher. Known for creating a safe, supportive classroom where every student's growth is celebrated, he inspires a love for learning, especially in literacy. His commitment to making a difference shines as he shows up every day ready to support and guide his students to success. Joe Ballreich, Northwood Elementary School. Okaloosa STEM Academy, Skylar Harson. Skylar is incredibly honored to be recognized as Teacher of the Year at STEM this year. While he's currently in his 6th year of teaching middle school, it's only his 2nd here in Okaloosa County. After starting his career in education in Sevierville, Tennessee, he moved to Crestview in the summer of 2023 with his wife, Shelby. They're grateful to have found home here. In his current post, Skylar teaches 7th grade English and sponsors the new esports program. He's proud to be a representative for the tremendous group of first-class educators at the Okaloosa STEM Academy. Skylar Harson, Okaloosa STEM Academy. Okaloosa Technical College, James Welch. James Welch is a dedicated automotive instructor at Okaloosa Technical College, where he's been sharing his expertise for over 7 years. With more than 25 years of experience in the automotive industry, James brings a wealth of knowledge and practical skills to his students. His passion for teaching and commitment to fostering the next generation of automotive professionals makes him a respected figure in both the classroom and the industry. He believes so strongly in mentoring students that he even supports his students beyond graduation, so they're sure to be successful in their careers. James Welch, Okaloosa Technical College. Plew Elementary, Abby Wilborn. Abby is a passionate art teacher with a true gift for encouraging her students to become artists. Abby has dedicated over 26 years to teaching, 19 years in regular education, and the last 7 years excelling at her dream job of exploring art with her amazing artists. In addition to educating our youth, Abby enjoys boating, spending time with family, and growing relationships with everyone she meets. She's always exploring new ways to create art. Abby is committed to helping students realize they are all artists and can make a mark in our world regardless of their level of talent. Abby Wilborn, Plew Elementary. Richburg School, Calvin Maurice Jasper Jr. Calvin was born in Richmond, Virginia. He studied music education, from which he received his bachelor's degree at Old Dominion University, located in Norfolk, Virginia. He earned his Entertainment Business Master of Science from Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida. Calvin gives credit to his father, Calvin Jasper Sr., mother, Sheila Ashburn Patterson, and his grandmother, Eleanor Barnes, for it was these people who would raise him, show him kindness, give him a sense of duty and love for others, and help him make the choice to follow the fulfilling path of music education. Calvin Maurice Jasper Jr., Richburg School. Riverside Elementary, Jessica Amador. Jessica Amador grew up in Okaloosa County and is a graduate of Fort Walton Beach High School. She's in her 5th year teaching at Riverside Elementary and currently teaches 4th grade ELA. Jessica strives to create a positive learning environment that will help every student become a confident learner. She also aims to instill a love for reading in all students. Jessica loves being active in her school and serves on several committees, volunteers with the PETO, and helps run student council. She's honored to represent Riverside Elementary and looks forward to many more years of teaching. Jessica Amador, Riverside Elementary. Ruckle Middle School, Ashley Kempton. Ashley started with the district as a classroom assistant before becoming a teacher. Ashley has taught 6th and 7th grade math, foundations of math, pre-algebra, and Algebra 1 honors. She's been teaching 6th grade math at Ruckle since 2018. She's on the Equitable Duty and Pep Rally committees and an OCEA building representative. Ashley has been married for 21 years with 3 children, 2 still in the school district. Ashley is thankful for the support of her family and colleagues throughout her career. She's honored to have been selected as Teacher of the Year for Ruckle. Ashley Kempton, Ruckle Middle School. Shalimar Elementary School, Letisa Carrington. Letisa Carrington, a passionate educator and U.S. Air Force veteran, has been a 1st grade teacher for 3 years and currently serves as the 1st grade department chair at Shalimar Elementary. She holds a Bachelor of Science in Social Science from the University of Arizona and a Master's of Education from the University of West Florida. Letisa promotes an inclusive, growth-focused classroom, championing the power of yet to inspire students to see challenges as growth opportunities. She expresses gratitude to her Shalimar colleagues and family for supporting her commitment to teaching. Letisa Carrington, Shalimar Elementary School. Shoal River Middle School, Desiree Angeletta. Desiree Angeletta, a New Jersey native and graduate of Montclair State University, has been an educator for 13 years. She began her career teaching kindergarten in New Jersey before joining the Okaloosa County School District in 2019. In 2021, she started teaching 6th grade ELA at Shoal River Middle School. She enjoys the energy and humor that her students bring to the classroom. Desiree serves as the ELA department chair and a member of the school leadership team. She feels honored to work alongside the talented educators in Okaloosa County and is proud to represent Shoal River Middle School. Desiree Angeletta, Shoal River Middle School. Silver Sands School, Desiree Scholl. Desiree Scholl is married with 2 extraordinary children. She earned her alternative certification at Gulf Coast State College. Mrs. Scholl began working at Silver Sands as a substitute in 2018. This was her first time working in a special needs classroom. She loved the experience and knew that this was where she needed to be. Silver Sands students are generous, kind, and hardworking. The support and care at Silver Sands makes it feel like a family. She couldn't imagine working anywhere else. Mrs. Scholl is honored to be selected by Silver Sands as Teacher of the Year 2026. Go Seahorses. Desiree Scholl, Silver Sands School. Southside Primary School, Caitlin Thomason. Caitlin Thomason is an inclusive preschool teacher at Southside Primary School. As an educator, Caitlin is committed to creating an environment where all students feel loved, safe, and worthy of accomplishing their goals. Caitlin holds a bachelor's degree in inclusive early childhood education from Bowling Green State University. She has a passion for special education and has spent 6 of her 9 years as an educator working with students with disabilities. Caitlin is a mentor to new teachers and spends time outside of school tutoring students in reading. Caitlin Thomason, Southside Primary School. Walker Elementary, Julie Bredhauer. Julie graduated from Crestview High School in 1987, received her Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education and Early Childhood at UWF, and has been teaching at Walker for 32 years, where she's taught all grades, kindergarten through 5th. She enjoys watching her kindergartners learn and grow while encouraging a love for learning through positive relationships and multisensory activities. Julie feels blessed to have worked alongside amazing administrators, teachers, and staff over the years. She thanks the teachers at Walker for this honor, as well as her parents for their example as educators, and is grateful to her husband and family for their continued love and support. Julie Bredhauer, Walker Elementary. Wright Elementary, Ryan Maxey. Ryan Maxey is honored to be recognized as Teacher of the Year for Wright Elementary. With over 13 years of teaching experience, she's made a significant impact on her students and teaching community. Her passion for special education is evident in her advocacy for her students. Ms. Maxey is also committed to her school community, actively participating in PTO, tutoring, and various committees. Ms. Maxey's dedication to education and the Wright family has not only transformed lives, but has also inspired fellow educators. She embodies the qualities of a true leader and advocate for student success. Ryan Maxey, Wright Elementary. Congratulations to all of our Teacher of the Year nominees. And now the 3 finalists for Okaloosa County School District Teacher of the Year. Crestview High School, Mrs. Shalitha Payne Blevins. Shalitha Payne Blevins is originally from Newton, Mississippi. She graduated from Mississippi State University in 2007 with a bachelor's degree in secondary education English and recently graduated from the University of West Florida with her master's degree in educational leadership. Shalitha has been a dedicated educator for almost 17 years. Mrs. Payne Blevins, her husband Billy Blevins, and their children moved to Crestview, Florida in 2014 after her husband retired from the Navy. Shalitha has been a valuable employee with the OCSD and an English teacher at Crestview High School for 10 years. Go Bulldogs. Mrs. Shalitha Payne Blevins, Crestview High School. Fort Walton Beach High School, Katrina Brominguez. Katrina Brominguez, a distinguished educator of 9 years, excels in English and debate education. Passionate and innovative, she has achieved high test scores and championed debate at Bruner Middle, Fort Walton Beach High School, and across the Panhandle. As one of 10 state-selected debate ambassadors, she designed CPOM's curriculum and expanded debate teams from 6 to 64 schools in Northwest Florida, securing many large grants and scholarships and consistently placing high at tournaments. Katrina's dynamic project, Learning Through Community Engagement, helps her take education beyond the classroom. Katrina Brominguez, Fort Walton Beach High School. Pryor Middle School, Mrs. Brittany Stein. Brittany Stein was raised in Fort Walton and is a product of Okaloosa County Schools. She received her bachelor's degree in middle grades math education in 2011 from Northwest Florida State College. Brittany is the proud daughter of Rex and Ollie Bowman, wife of Joseph Stein and mother of Stryker and Joey. Brittany believes she was called into the classroom, specifically at Pryor. Her mission is to provide a safe and loving environment to her students. As a result, the Lord has blessed her relationships with students and staff, as well as her results in student performance. Go Pirates! Mrs. Brittany Stein, Pryor Middle School. I would now like to introduce Teacher of the Year Committee Chair, Kyla Selsey.
Tonight, we gather to celebrate the heart of education, our teachers. These are the individuals who do far more than teach lessons. They inspire, challenge, and ignite curiosity in the minds of their students. As part of the selection process, our committee had the privilege of reading through applications and stepping into classrooms to witness these educators in action. It was truly inspiring to see the passion, creativity, and dedication that fills our schools every day. Choosing just one winner to represent our district at the state level was no easy task because the excellence is everywhere in our classrooms. Our first visit was to Fort Walton Beach High School, where we met Mrs. Katrina Brominguez, whose classroom became a stage for democracy as students participated in a congressional debate. It was evident that they didn't just learn to speak. Under her guidance, they learned to listen, to reason, and to lead. She brought the power of rhetoric to life, teaching students that their voices matter and that ideas, when communicated well, can change the world. Sorry. Then we visited Mrs. Brittany Stein at Pryor Middle School. Mrs. Stein turned SLOPE into so much more than just numbers on a graph. She made math feel approachable, relevant, and exciting. She used real-world examples in order to help students to understand change, rates, and relationships between variables. With patience and clarity, she broke down complex concepts and built up confidence, proving that math isn't just about equations, it's about problem solving, perseverance, and logic. We finished our observations at Crestview High School. In Mrs. Shalitha Payne Blevins' ACE General Paper class, students were sharpening their critical thinking skills. She transformed dissecting prompts into an art form, teaching students how to analyze, articulate, and refine their ideas with clarity and depth. Her classroom was a space where words carried weight, where discussions were meaningful, and where students learned that effective communication is one of the most powerful tools that they will ever have. These three remarkable educators didn't just teach. They connected, they inspired, and they empowered their students to think beyond the classroom walls. Their passion, dedication, and ability to communicate their lessons with such clarity and purpose make them truly exceptional. Katrina Brominguez was announced as the Okaloosa County Teacher of the Year during the January 30th board meeting. Mrs. Brominguez will go on to represent us at the state level. She carries with her the support and pride of an entire community that believes in her work. Congratulations, Katrina Brominguez, Okaloosa County Teacher of the Year.
When I first heard that I was a finalist, I was excited, obviously, thrilled. And I got immediately to planning the observation lesson I now had to perform in front of a bunch of people. We all love our observations. It's the best part of being a teacher. But what was really cool is because I was so excited, I decided to take a bunch of little pictures and personalize my PowerPoints. I took pictures of me kind of peeking over the side of a paper, and I included that on my PowerPoint and on my worksheets, and I went into class the next day ready for my observation, so excited for this perfect lesson I'd made. And a kid, the first question they asked me was, "Who is that creepy man on the paper?" And then I was humbled from my pride immediately. And that's kind of one of the best parts of being a teacher. I really do believe that with all my heart. Kids are, number one, funny. They're just hilarious. I absolutely love that aspect of my job. But I also love that I never have any idea what they're going to say, and that's triply so in a speech and debate class where there are a few things they shouldn't say, but you're encouraging them to speak as freely with as many of their opinions as possible and how to do it respectfully and meaningfully. There are a few hard stops along that path, but it's such a good time. Now, when I first started considering being a teacher, I joined AmeriCorps and I worked at Kenwood Elementary School right here in this district. It sold me, but it also taught me I'm not for elementary school. Thank God for you. And so I continued, I finished my degree, and then I went into high school. Niceville High School is my student teaching obligation. And I met their debate coach, Pauline Bias, and she kind of started me on coaching rather than competing as I had done through school. And that kind of changed everything for me. I got my first job at Bruner Middle School, and I loved my Bruner Middle School time. I learned everything there. The teachers there were the roots. Absolutely. And eventually I moved up to Fort Walton Beach High School, where my father also worked until he retired last year. And we got to teach together for a number of years, and it was amazing. Anything anybody could ever want. And I found even more roots. My roots are in Okaloosa County District. Everything I've learned about teaching, everything I've learned to love about teaching is from here, and it's from everywhere. It's from the elementary school, the middle school, the high school, the ESE hallway that I'm currently a part of. Every single one of the teachers that I've had the absolute blessings to work with have been miraculous and inspirational, and they do things that I could never do. And that's what teaching's kind of about. You can't do what anybody else in this room can do. You have your specialties. You have the things that you're going to succeed at. I really like talking. I like talking a lot. I like talking so much. It's not okay how much I enjoy it. And so somebody will eventually rip this mic away from me. But before they do, it's my passion for public speaking that's allowed me to travel the Panhandle and become the ambassador for debate in the Panhandle. Hired by the FDOE to write curriculum for the state. I found something that I loved so passionately here in this county, and I managed to get it in almost every high school and middle school in our area. And then I went from the 6 that we had when I first started teaching, 6 schools with the debate team, to 64 in the Panhandle, and growing every year. And it is amazing to see that many kids with voices. Not all saying the same thing, not all teaching the same way, not all caring about anything that anybody else cares about, but all knowing that they have a voice and knowing that we as their teachers, okay, speech and debate, math, ESC, it doesn't matter, we as their teachers made them feel confident enough to speak that way. And that's amazing. I'm really honored to represent our county for the state. Thank you.
Congratulations to Ms. Brominguez, all of our finalists, and all the Teacher of the Year nominees. That concludes our program for the evening. Please drive home safely.